the week, December 29th to January 2nd. The very last days of December and the very last days of the year 2025, and of course the two first days of the new year 2026. So maybe you are like me, that you have to get up very, very early in the morning to get whatever you need to do. To me, at least, this is the end of a trialing time. Yeah. I hope that the week to come will give some tranquil energy, and that we can celebrate the new year with joy, with tranquility, and yeah, excitement for the new year. As I said, the new year is the year number 1, and we are exiting a really, really trialing time. The year 2025, and I feel also the year 2024 was a challenging year. So with that said, I don't think, as I've said, for me January is a transition where you are somewhat lingering in the old and you are trying out the new energy. So it's a transition month where you have one leg in each, like being in a limbo, you know. So yeah, I feel that the energy won't move until we come into February. But let's see, what is the message for this week? So, as you can see, I've pulled out some different cards, different oracle cards this time. Yeah, maybe I unconsciously wanted to try out something new. I usually pull out the angel messages card, but yeah. These are written in Spanish, but there are messages at the back. Whatever Spirit wants you to focus on this week. So let's see. Remember. So what do you need to remember? Is there something about yeah, if you have had vacation now, maybe you have fond memories of the beautiful vacation that you just have been to. This reminds me a little bit about, yeah, you know, Home Alone, the sequel, when the family is going on Christmas holiday in Florida. It reminds me of Florida because all the pink and yeah, subtropical environment, and of course this go all wrong. And maybe that is something you to remember, that if you have been traveling to subtropical environment throughout the Christmas, maybe you actually wish that you were home, you know, dreaming of a white Christmas, being tranquil. There is another movie about this. I've forgotten the name about what's called, but this is about a couple. Their kids are all grown, and they decide to go on a cruise instead of celebrating. And yeah, of course, everything goes wrong. And at the end, they stay at home and have a wonderful Christmas time with friends, with the family, with the neighbors. Yeah. So there is something about, there is an expression in my home country. Um, it's not good. I don't know how to translate it, but it's something about going away is a good thing. Yes, because you will experience new things, but home is the best, you know. So yeah, it's something like that. Let's look at the other one. Limitless. Luna illimitada. So limitless. It feels for me limitless. You are limitless. This almost looked to me like the moon landing. You know, in the 60s, there were late 50s, and throughout the 60s, it was a race between, at that point of time, the Soviet Union and the US, who would be the first to visit the moon. Now, the Russians were, of course, the first one that got out in space. But at least the history that we have been told is that the Americans were the first one to land on the moon. Now, I know there are many theories about exactly at which point did they actually land on the moon. And of course, there has been many theories, but I'm not going to talk about this. This is, of course, what I'm channeling is the analogy that when they set the intention for reaching, of course, first of all, to outside of Earth, and the next step was to land on the moon. That is something that is limitless. That is something that is a huge idea, a big dream, right? So a big dream came to reality. And maybe that is something for you too. Now the other thing is that these are sand. And walking in the desert is an extreme thing. At least here they are walking in the dark. But when the light comes and the sun comes, it's horrible. Believe me. I live in a desert environment. So it's horrible when the heat comes, and yeah, and when you're walking and walking and walking and you don't feel like you don't see the end of it. But remember that you are limitless and you can do this. Yeah, remember that you are limitless and that you can do it. So, exiting the weekend, recuperating. It has been a trying time as I channeled with the long weekend with Christmas events. And yeah, maybe you have been to many Christmas parties and or spending many days with the family, and that is of course challenging. Now we both family is the one thing that we love the most and the other thing that we hate the most. So it's a double-edged sword. Family is a double-edged sword. But I guess that you are all glad when this event is over and we are going back to normality again. So we'll pull out 5 cards. As always, I shuffle off camera because it's a little bit narrow to shuffle on camera. Oh, that was too many. So then I get to Wednesday, New Year's Eve. And January 1st. And January 2nd. Okay. So push this a little bit up and a little bit to the side. I think everything is in frame now. So let's see, Monday, 29. 6 of Pentacles. Yes, you get what you give. Finding the balance. Maybe this is financial balance after a long period of time of spending, buying a lot of things for Christmas. Maybe some of you already are preparing with the sales. Maybe you're already preparing for next Christmas with the sales. Yeah, I know that some people do that. No, please. So we had a quick visit from my cat. She wanted to show herself. That is a good thing. So yeah, maybe someone have you in their eyesight with this. Looks almost like a target with this beautiful buffalo hair. So maybe someone are dreaming about you. I don't know. Next, Tuesday, the day before New Year's Eve. Thinking a little bit unconventional, I feel. A little bit, yeah, maybe you think that you have come to the conclusion that you want to have an unconventional New Year's Eve. Maybe you have been invited to a party and you say no, thank you. I want to stay at home and watch Harry Potter marathon, for example. Just relaxing and yeah, sitting all day in my pajamas and doing nothing. Or maybe the other way around. Maybe it's you usually say no thank you to okay, sorry for the disturbance. Yeah, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you usually say no thank you, ma'am or sir, I'm not interested in anything New Year's Eve, I want to stay at home. But this time you actually say, okay, why not? I'll come, get an address, and yeah. So what unconventional thing you are doing on this Tuesday? I don't know. So, New Year's Eve, yes. Feeling power, in your power. This, yeah, beautiful. So, whatever you decided on, on Tuesday, Wednesday, you feel in your power, you exude richness, you exude power, as I said. Yeah, beauty, exude beauty. So you're looking great on New Year's Eve. Let's see. First, January 1st. We are loading up towards the full moon in Cancer. I'm not sure if it's the second or it's during the weekend. I didn't check before I started this recording, but yeah, there is something about following the moon cycles now, and this card is of course about work. So maybe some of you are working, but I suddenly heard it's going to work out now. Yeah, whatever you are planning to do, or it's going to work now. So that is a beautiful message. Last one, the High Priestess in reverse. Feeling a little bit off. Again, the full moon. There is something about the full moon. Maybe you feel a little bit off. So whatever this is for you, maybe it's a good time to take a little pause from spiritual work. I don't know if you have been very working, maybe very tough spiritually with yourself. Maybe it's time to just take a little pause and recuperate. Because it can be heavy to work on yourself each and every day. We need a pause. Okay, so entering into the weekend, we have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So your cup is starting to flow now. You are starting to fill your cup, and maybe this is a gift that Spirit wants to give you. Gift they want to share. Maybe it's a gift of love. You see a heart here. Maybe it's a gift of money. You see the overflowing of, looks like coins. Or maybe it's the gift of, again, the full moon. Maybe it's a gift of blossoming in your life. Maybe it's a gift of health. Whatever this promise or this gift is, take it as a resonate in your own life. So I really like this week. I'm a little bit curious about the High Priestess energy on Friday, but we'll see how it turns out. Okay, I thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you again in another reading. Bye for now.